There's a little team in the Premier League. You've probably heard of them. Manchester City. Yeah, we've just beaten them 5-1. Go on, ask me. How have things been going? Well, I'll tell you. They've been going rather well. So I'm beginning to get used to the way things work now. In the third round of Cups, we always get a Premier League team, and it was no different in the Carabao Cup. We got Manchester United. So, a little bit fearful of that one. But we actually drew 1-1, and then we beat them on penalties. So we're through to the Carabao Cup fourth round. And then back to the Premier League, away at Southampton. These near post corners that we've been working so hard on. 𝐏𝑑𝐓 opens the scoring 1-0. Lovely ball over the top for Isaac. And second bite of the cherry, 2-0. Then a bad ball in midfield. Brahim Diaz gives the ball away, and Southampton get it back to 2-1. But then the young kid Hendrick, he kind of starts the move and then finish it off with a lovely sweet finish for 3-1. And then in the 93rd minute, Southampton make it 3-2. And then the second game in the Champions League, I'm going to call them 𝐷. That's the only way I can pronounce it. But 𝐏𝐑𝐓 opens the scoring, 1-0. Nice finish. And 𝐏𝐑𝐓 for his second from the penalty spot. Foyth doing some nice work down the right hand side. McAllister gets the third. Then some nice build-up play for the fourth goal. Target to 𝐏𝐑𝐓, 4-0. And then we played Manchester City. So no Haaland for Manchester City, although Ederson was in goal. First goal was, I think Ederson got a little bit deceived there, but Elise scores our first. Poor header out of defence, and KM scores our second. Ederson made a bit of a howler there. McAllister, nice near post corner. Arthur gets on the score sheet, 3-0. And at this point, I mean, look at this move. We're basically tearing them to bits. Poor ball out of defence. Very uncharacteristic of a City team, this. But again, tore them to bits. 𝐏𝐑𝐓 steals in for the fifth goal. And then I think we felt a little bit sorry for them, so we let them have one. Bernardo Silva, 5-1. So I was still pinching myself with that result, and then we went to Leeds, and Leeds have been top of the league this season. There was a point where they'd won every game and they were top. They've slipped a little bit in the last few weeks, but they're still up there. I think they're in about third or fourth place at the moment, or they were when we played this game. So it was no mean feat going to Leeds for this game. So Tielemans just stands and gives the ball away, and Leeds score the first goal. But then McAllister swings the ball in, and Botman makes it 1-1. Then Botman himself starts the move for the second goal. Pellegrini into 𝐏𝐑𝐓, nice little tap in for him for 2-1. Leeds, by the way, had a player sent off in about the 10th minute in this game, which really helped us. Enzo's shot bounces back to 𝐏𝐑𝐓. Ramsdale with another howler. It's becoming a little bit of a problem. My philosophy at the moment is, as long as we can score 4 or 5 goals in a game, he's allowed a howler every game. So and then the fifth goal, target Tielemans, lovely shot. I mean, to be fair, their keeper made a bit of a howler for that one. And now we have the little matter of Inter in the Champions League. We are at home, So up to now we've not really faced any decent opposition in the Champions League. This will be our first real test, but we have got them at St James Park. So we'll see you very shortly for that one. And let's hope we can get 3 wins out of 3, because we're doing quite nicely in Champions League at the moment. Obviously we've got to play Barcelona and Bayern Munich yet, but you never know. We've just beaten Manchester City 5-1, so, and I think Manchester City are one of the favourites for the Champions League. we can all hope, can't we, really? Okay, game 3 of the Champions League. The team for the Inter game is Ramsdale in goal, back 4, Pellegrini, Botman, Arthur, Foyth. Tielemans is the deep line playmaker. Alina and Fernandez in the 2 in the middle. Diaz and Elise are the inside forwards, with Gabby up front. My options for today's game are getting a little bit limited. My squad is low anyway in numbers, but I've got quite a few injuries as well, which are adding to that. I think I've only got about half a dozen players on the bench today. And that's not ideal. We've gone 1-0 down in the first 8 minutes. Foyth bombing down the right hand side. To Enzo. What can Enzo do with this? Back to Foyth. We need to get this ball in the box, so we've gone back with it. We're building again. Arthur coming forward with it, just over the top. So whereas we've won both our games, albeit against lesser opposition, Inter have played, I think it was Porto and Borussia Dortmund, and they've won one and lost one. Played Pellegrini, nice ball, go on Brahim, don't lose it. Ah, he's given the ball away. Right, Diaz, go on Gabby, what are you going to do with this? Bit of a weak effort. 20 minutes, it's been a very even game, apart from the scoreline obviously. Oh, just past the post. Getting a little bit more on top now. I think we'll give them a bit of a shout, bit of encouragement. And I think we'll go attacking, seeing as we need a goal. It's always a good plan, isn't it? When you need a goal, go attacking. Come on, Alina. No. Foyth's going to go for a bit of a run. He's in the penalty area, and it's in for Gabby. And it's standing. The linesman's flag is down by his side. It's what we like to see when a goal goes in. Yeah, Angelino made a bit of a hash of that, didn't he? Right, we're back to 1-1. Coming up to half time. Get the boys in, have a bit of a chat with them. Making one change at half time. Brought Diaz off and brought McAllister on at left, inside forward. So although Inter have had a little bit more possession, we've had the best of the shots. XG 1.20. Not an awful lot happening in this second half, which is not ideal. Right, let's hope this is an Inter giving the ball away. Are they going to give the ball away? Come on, somebody get the foot on it. Good head. Go on, McAllister. Lovely ball. Is it a lovely ball? It's not a lovely ball, but Gabby's picked it up. Near post corner. Stick it on somebody's head. Stick it on somebody's head. No. Tackle him. Played McAllister. Played well since he's come on. Nice ball out to Pellegrini over the top. For Gabby's gonna... Cheesy. No, that's 2 chances Gabby's had to put us in the lead. Oh my word. Now we're hitting the frame of the goal. Okay, substitution o'clock. Quite limited in what I can do here, but I brought Ricci on for Tielemans, who was tiring, moved him slightly further forward, and I've put Alina up as a shadow striker behind Gabby. So after my substitutions, it's Inter with the first highlight, and a nice shot just goes wide of the post. Come on lads, 10 minutes. Can we put the ball between the two white sticks? We're very nice if you could. Go on McAllister, you played well since you came on. Gabby! Oh dear. Oh, I thought that was in then. One of these corners has got to work, hasn't it? Surely. Okay, 1-1 against Inter. No disgrace in that, really. So just having a quick look at the league table there. So after 3 games played, we're in 6th place. So we're in the qualification for the last 16 place at the moment. But we have got to bear in mind we've got Barcelona to play, who are top, 3 wins out of 3. And we've also got Bayern Munich to play, who are 9th at the moment, having won 2 of their 3 games. So it's going to be quite tough. But I mean, if we just look at the top 8 there, there's 4 Premier League teams in: Arsenal, United, us, and Manchester City. Manchester City, weirdly, played 3 games, only got 7 points. So maybe they're not having the greatest of seasons. So lots of injury and fitness issues. Team for today: Ramsdale in goal, back 4 of Targett, Botman, Arthur and Barr. Luis Alberto and Garner are the midfield 2, with McAllister and Elise as the inside forwards. Arda Güler is playing the advanced playmaker today, behind Gabby up front. So as we speak, Aston Villa are in, I think, 17th position in the league. So I'm expecting 3 points today. You know, let's have it right. We're one of those teams now, aren't we, that should be expecting to win games like this. So Barr back to Arthur. Arthur coming forward with the ball, slings it over to the right wing where nobody picks it up. Well, Barr has picked it up. Elise! What a goal from Elise. Capitalised on a bit of Aston Villa tomfoolery there. So they had the ball there, they just gave the ball away. It's nice to see that there's not only us that can give the ball away. And Elise, I think the keeper was unsighted there, wasn't he? He bent that ball round McGinn, I think. But that's a nice goal to start the game off. Target with the throw. Throws it into Gabby. Get your head on that. Whoa, just over the top from Elise. Nearly had his 2nd goal. Ball into the box. McAllister. Now that looked like a penalty to me. Is that going to get pulled back at all? It's not. Target. Luis Alberto back to Arthur. Target again. He's going to go on a run. He's got 2 players on him. He's getting the ball in the box. And it's got headed out. But we're battering them. The ball's they can't keep hold of the ball at the moment, Aston Villa. And again, that was an acrobatic ball out of the penalty area. Luis Alberto into the box. What's he going to do with that? He's actually not lost it. He's kept possession quite nicely. Luis Alberto! And it's crept in for 2-0. I mean, that ball had to go in the back of the net, didn't it? I mean, we've absolutely battered them there. I mean, that's been such a good spell for us. Nice finish. 13 minutes on the clock. 2-0 up. 2 nice goals. So they're playing with a flat 4-4-2 today. It's not really working for them, is it? Although they are 17th, so you'd think they'd have to come out a little bit now. They're 2-0 down. They're gonna have to make a change of shape, surely. Target. Nice defensive header. Coming forward with the ball. McAllister over the top to Gabby. Surely. I have got Isaac on the bench today. He had to go on a little holiday for a week because he had tired little legs. It's a shame, isn't it, for these professional footballers? You know what they're on these days? Thousands and thousands of pounds a week. And they have tired little legs and have to go on. But anyway, he's back today, so we can rely on him if we need to bring him on. That was a bit of a poor ball. And that was a very weak effort. Not a lot for Ramsdale to do there other than just pick the ball up and distribute it. They're still playing with a 4-4-2. Luis Alberto, header out. Pick that ball up. That looked a bit dodgy for a penalty, didn't it? Right, they're turning on a little bit here now, and they've got one back. Ollie Watkins. I did say they had to do something, didn't I? They've not changed formation, but they've switched it up a little bit. So bobbing into half time now, 3-1 ahead. A little change at half time. I've taken Gula off. He was looking a little bit tired. He wasn't fully fit coming into the game, but I wanted to give him a little bit of game time. But I brought Hendrick on up front now to partner with Gabby. Gabby's having a good game today, so hopefully Hendrick will learn a little bit of stuff. It's been a good team performance this today. We've only got 3 players now who are not on an over 7 rating. Martinez to hoof the ball out, and that's a ball over the top. Are we gonna pick it up? We have Luis Alberto. McAllister, what's he gonna do with that? Slings it back to Botman. Luis Alberto, ball out on the wing maybe. No, it's a ball through to Hendrick. Hits the crossbar. Not quite sure what happened there. It looked like he got tackled and the ball kind of deflected onto the crossbar. A couple of changes. I brought Diaz on the right side of midfield, and I've also brought Silva on in defence. I mean, I think after the midweek European game, the performance has been amazing. Tiredness is starting to settle in. Barcelona, a wonderful job again there. Oh, how did he miss that? Yeah, the performance has been brilliant. Tiredness is becoming a bit of an issue at the moment, and with all the injuries and people coming back on fitness issues, I am a little bit depleted at the moment. Header into the box. Oh, you know what? We should have about 6 in this game. I think it's the tiredness. We're not quite on it, are we? Particularly as the game bobs on now. We're gonna have to be a little bit careful. Ramsdale, what are you doing? Hi, man, he's out again, look. Oh, Ramsdale. Ramsdale, do we need to be looking for a new keeper? Very nice win. Very, very nice win. Very pleasing. 26 shots, 8 on target, XG of 1.97. We kind of blew Aston Villa away a little bit there, but very nice win. Well, things are going rather well at the moment. Can you imagine what we'd be doing if we had a fully fit squad? Because at centre-back, I'm struggling a bit at the moment. Tadebo's out injured, and he's kind of our main centre-back, so he's out injured. Young Silva is complaining because he's not getting the game. He's only 19, but he's having a whinge because he's not getting the game time that he wants. So playing him's a little bit of a risk because his morale's not great. All over the pitch, I am struggling a little bit, but let's face it, we're doing really, really well. If we can get these players back fit, then we're going to be some force to contend with. Let's have a look at the league table because it's looking rather nice at the moment. Yeah, so it's a very, I mean, from our point of view, it's an amazing looking league table. We played 9 games and we topped with 25 points. There was only that Fulham game, which is a bit of a fly in the ointment. There was a draw. Other than that, we've won 4, drawn 1. Chelsea are in second with 22 points, but it's a very odd looking league table. Tottenham are in 18th place at the moment. They've got 4 points from 8 games. They've changed their manager at least twice in the last 3 years to no effect at all. Manchester City are 11th at the moment with, is that 13 points? So Manchester City not doing that well either. It leaves a space, doesn't it? It leaves a space up there. I mean, Chelsea is still going great guns. United, not too bad. 4th place, 9 played, 18 points. They've won 4, lost 1. So we are getting players back from injury now. Unfortunately, 𝐏𝑑𝐓 has broke his arm, so he's out for about 4 weeks. So we're not going to see him now for a good while, which is a bit unfortunate because he was like one of my main signings of the summer, and he was going to be our main centre back, and that's not great news really. But the rest of them are going to have to step up. Silva, the young lad, is going to have to stop whinging and get his head down and work because we really do need him now. But everything's looking really good at the moment, and we're going nicely in the Premier League. Champions League, 2 wins and a draw, so not too shabby. I mean, there's some great teams in there, so I mean, if we can get in that top 8, that would be amazing. Anyway, I could sit here chatting to you all day. I have lots of work to do. I've got to go and get my tracksuit on and get out there on the training pitch. Well, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed that. If it's the kind of thing that you'd like to see more of, please subscribe to my channel, give me a like, and we'll see you next time for more from me, the 𝐏𝐑𝐑𝐓.